Okay, I'm going to. Oh, have I got to? You know what? I literally need to be a comedian. I need to be a stand-up comedian, and I'm going to sign up for one of these. Sign up. I'm going to sign up for one of these. Where you could just go and be a comedian, stand-up. I need to be a stand-up. Either if it's in Michigan or one of these clubs, because I literally have unlimited source of material. Okay, I literally have unlimited material. I've had 40 years of being married. I've had 40 years of raising 10 children. I have literally unlimited stories of Ryan, Daniel, Catherine, all my kids, and Ryan and Daniel now think they're I cannot wait until Mackie and Larry and Samuel grow up. Oh my goodness. And they just think that, their kids, Cameron, Mason, and Elaine, they're just the saints on earth. All right, so I've got a story, and you can't make these stories up. You can't make this stuff up. I could pretend that this is a lie. I could pretend that this is a lie. That I am making this up. That I dream this up. So last week, I went to Costco, and I got some supplies and some food and all. And I noticed that they had this tub, it's 5 pounds. Okay, 5 pounds of Nestle's Toll House cookie mix. Okay. Now, I'm sure that you guys are probably already guessing where this is going to go. Okay. You're probably already guessing. You're saying, what happened? What happened, Bryan? Well, you know what? You're gonna get the story. Okay, so this is funny. So we're gonna go live on Facebook, and we just got the phone here. Okay, so. Frankie fingers. So, I bought this, and it was in the refrigerator. It was sealed, okay, until Monday.
Hey, what do you want us to do with the boxes in your van?
What boxes? Yeah, what's your problem? So this was sealed ever since I bought it, and I bought it, I think, Friday, okay? And it was in the refrigerator. It was waiting to make cookies. So I was going to make them for Thanksgiving. This was going to be for Thanksgiving. And so on Monday, I was in the shed. It was like 5 o'clock. I said, I'm just going to make pizzas. So I made pizzas for dinner. I made my homemade pizzas. I made 2 of them with pepperoni, and they're very thin crust. They're probably the best pizzas you can ever have. And so I decided, you know what? For dessert, I'm going to make a tray of cookies. Because the oven was already at 450, I'll just turn it down to 360 because it says right here, it says 360. Preheat the oven to 350. So I preheated the oven to 350, and I put out 6 cookies. I made 6 cookies, or maybe 8. Yeah, I think it was 8 because I had 4. And I gave 1 each to Kathy, Frankie, David, and Missy. Okay? And so I opened this cookie thing here, and it was filled. When you buy this, the cookie container is filled with cookie dough all the way up to here, all the way to the rim. And so I just basically took 4 spoonfuls of dough, okay? And I might have taken maybe an inch off of that, okay? Inch. I took an inch off of this, okay? All right? And so then I seal it back up and I put it back in the refrigerator. This is Monday night, okay? Monday night. Okay. Well, Tuesday, I didn't take anything out of it on Tuesday. And then yesterday was Wednesday. Kathy is about ready to leave for church. And I go and I'm making myself dinner because I have city council meeting at 7. And so I was going to have, and I had part of a sandwich that I was eating on Tuesday. And I'm going to finish this sandwich. I'm going to have the fries. I put them in my toaster oven, which I love. It's very easy to use. And I said, well, I'm going to make some cookies. I'm going to put 4 cookies in there. I'm going to go a little dough. You put them on the Patriots paper. You put them in the toaster oven. You set it for 15 minutes and they're done. So I take this and I immediately go in the refrigerator and I pick it. I notice it's empty. There's nothing in here. It was empty. It had enough dough in there to make 4 little tiny cookies. Okay. The dough was basically on the bottom. Okay. And so I then said, okay, well, who ate all the cookie dough? Well, Missy said she doesn't steal food. Okay. So Missy automatically, she says she doesn't steal food. Well, to her credit, okay, to Missy's credit, she's really never stole food. Ever since she's been with us, she's never been a hoarder of food, okay? And my lips have just been chapped for the whole week. And so I know it wasn't her, okay? Now, I could be wrong. Everybody has lies to me. I could have been my wife, but she can't do it because it's got egg in it. The ingredient is egg, so she can't eat this stuff because it has egg. Let's see here. It has egg, wheat, soy. So my wife doesn't eat this. So then I go to David. Okay, well, David said he had 1. Well, I know he's lying, but he won't. And then Frankie. Well, I found out that Frankie literally ate the entire container on Tuesday. The whole thing. 5 pounds of cookie dough. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? You know, what do I do? I don't know what to do. And then it's like my fault. Everybody blames me. It blames the way I raise the kids. Daniel and Miss Mandy and everything, and Ryan. They're the perfect parents. Okay, they're the perfect parents. I find out. That they're the ones that have no problem with their children. And I'm going to tell Ryan right now that he's going to have unless he gets a control over Mason. Mason's going to be his problem child, and Cameron could be too. But no, because I am 66 years old and I still have kids at home, okay, I'm easy. I'm an easy target, okay? I'm an easy target. And it's bizarre. It is really bizarre. I just like, you can't make this stuff up, Now, see this is 5 pounds. It's probably 4 pounds that he actually ate. He added 4 pounds to his body weight. He doesn't understand what he's doing. He doesn't get what he's done. Understand? Here's That's terrible, Adam. So Adam just sent me a video, and I'm going to put it as a short on our website. So you'll be able to see this video that Adam just did. It's crazy. He's eating a whole box of cookie dough. Okay, Frankie eating a whole box of cookie dough. Oh, I give up. I just can't handle it anymore. You know what it is. You know and I'm the bad guy. You know, Kathy is almost at her wit's end. You know, she's tired of David. She's tired of the daughter-in-laws and Ryan and Daniel lecturing us. She's getting tired of it. And I'm at the point now that you know, unless they kind of step back, you know, it is becoming an issue. So we got that new video. We're gonna share that with everybody. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. I just don't understand it. I don't understand what plane am I on? You know, I just don't get it. It's unbelievable. It's almost like I'm living in a dystopian world. Now, let's get to something that's important. The problem is 421, 418, and 412. So 412 is the Datsuns, the Daytona, the Samba buses, and the 55 Bel Airs. And I don't know. There is some problems going on right now. The Cookie Mountain. 10 minutes after he ate that entire container. I don't understand it. I'm not gonna get. You can't get mad. Number one, because and then my kids tell me, well, you're accepting. I'm not accepting anything. All I know is that Frankie, his mother was on crack cocaine when he was born. Okay. He's got a frontal lobe that's missing, so he doesn't really understand what he's doing. Okay, so how much do we understand, and how much do we try to figure out? You know, it's not easy. You know, everybody thinks, oh, they have a solution. You know, and Ryan had him for a week. You know, and that lasted a week, less than a week. You know. And all of a sudden, they think they have the perfect answer to Frankie. And nobody has the perfect answer to Frankie, okay? Frankie doesn't even have a perfect answer to Frankie. I don't think Frankie knows that Frankie has a problem, okay? It's like, how much do I have to deal with this? Now, all I know is that this cookie dough, this whole thing, he ate this entire container full of dough. And I'm sure that every time he looked at this, he took a scoop, and had another one. Frankie in 15 years. I hope not. I don't know what to do, honestly. You can't starve them, okay? That's the way it is with overweightness, okay? Now, then Ryan and Mandy, Mandy and Ryan, they think they have a perfect family. Everything is perfect, okay? Everything is perfect. Everybody's weight is perfect. Everything is wonderful, you know, and better than donuts. Better than donuts. Okay, so eating a whole box of cookie dough, Mr. Arbuckle thinks that this is healthier than eating donuts. A whole thing of this. Eating a whole container of this, okay? That would have been the best video ever seen, Frankie sneaking that dough. Nothing is No, I know that. I know nothing is perfect. Believe me. So we have, we've got some great deals going on right now.
You want us to get rid of that alarm once we rip it off the wall?
Yeah, I tell you, you know what? Take it to Seattle. Take it to Seattle. Okay, so we had a really good sale. We've got you know, the Bryan's bargains, all the Bryan's bargains that we put up yesterday. We're gonna have some special Bryan's bargains tomorrow. I've got some great deals tomorrow. Now, you know what it is, and see, this is where my sons get mad at me because we just kind of accept it, and it's not that I'm accepting it. It's Frankie just forgets that he's doing something, and he just see what my children do not understand, which Ryan and Daniel and my other children, my daughter-in-laws, don't understand, is that when we got Frankie, okay, Frankie was 2 years old, okay, and there was no, and I don't know how else to explain this to you, there was no discipline in Frankie at all. He had not been taught English. He had not been taught how to eat. He had not been taught how to sleep, how to wash, how to bathe, how to shower, how to do anything. He was a clean slate. We got him at 2 years old, okay? And it's been extremely difficult because he's basically 2 years younger than he really is to a large extent. And people can say, "Oh, I know how to do that." I'm okay, fine. You're not the one that adopted him. I am. Kathy and I are, and we're trying our best. Okay, but everybody else thinks they know better. Okay, they think they know. Okay, well, I know how to fix Frankie, or I know how to do that, and they don't. Okay, and that's the dilemma that we have. Okay, and we are doing the best that we possibly can. And they want to they want to complain about everything that we've done with these kids, and it really gets me upset. They complain that I've given Mark more than I've given Ryan or Daniel, and that's not true. Ryan, believe it or not, Ryan basically got into a dump or a truck and smashed it into another car, and then never told anybody. And then I had to go to court and get him bailed out. Then Daniel broke into a car, and then he told and rolled. What I'm getting at is I'm not holding this against them, but what I'm saying is every child has a problem in life, okay? I had a child. Well, I didn't really have a problem in life. I was actually a pretty good kid, other than burning down my bedroom when I was 6. That was my biggest problem was burning down my bedroom when I was 6. And taking the door off the hinges. That was my problem. Now, as a teenager, I was kind of a nerdy guy. I went to parties in my senior year. I drank a lot. I never liked it, but I drank a lot. And because everybody was drinking, everybody was smoking pot in high school. Not everybody, okay, I know, yes, there were some perfect children in high school, but most of your high school students in the 1970s, there were a large percentage of them that were smoking marijuana. I'm just going to let you, those are the facts. And I wasn't a pot guy. I didn't necessarily like beer, but I drank it or drank alcohol because I would go to all these parties and everybody was drinking, and needs his own live stream. I totally agree. Frankie needs his own live stream. I totally agree. And I wish I could. Oh, look at that. The Herocopter. The SWAT. Oh, I didn't get my other copter fixed either. I didn't take it back and glue it. I forgot. So my helicopter is still broken. Oh, anyway, I can't talk to my daughter-in-laws because they think that I'm being too soft on Frankie, and so it's all my fault. Mandy thinks, that everything's perfect. Well, we've got Nate. This is a really nice drone. The hardest thing about a drone is learning to fly the opposite direction that you're trying to fly it, so that you don't knock into things. You gotta be kidding. I give up. I give up. You know, so, but you can't tell. I can't tell my kids think they know everything, okay? And so I just have to live with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna deal with it anymore. I just you know, I'm doing what I can. Now they will, you know, when we die, you know, they're gonna have to live with Frankie. You know, well, you know what? That's just their problem. Well, that's right. Everything's backwards. We've had some good. My Bryan's bargains have been good. I did a Bryan's bargain where I have 5 exclusives, and we're gonna do a couple more of those tomorrow. I'm gonna do about 5 or 6 Bryan's bargains tomorrow, I forgot the cardboard because I need the cardboard to do the Bryan's bargains. But we have the Bryan's. We have the cars, the new cars, the reaction time. And the reaction time, those are the brand new. That's the 421. They come with 4 cars. You got the Camaros, the Dusters, the Chargers, and the Mustangs. Then we have the Datsun, the Bree cars. The Bree cars. We got a bunch more of these. So I'm at Scott's house of H.O. Raceway, and this is the Tyco.
Yep,
This is the Tyco
Speed Racer modified.
with the guy in it. See, there you go. And
Yep,
then this
Racer
is
X.
Racer X with the guy in it. And then this is Wolverine with the guy in it. Just
People
FYI.
love people in the cars.
With the people in the cars. Okay. Thank you very much, Scott. This is his collection right here. Scott's of H.O. Raceway in St. Louis. I
What
give
do you
up.
mean, did I marry your mother? Let's see if I make.
I give up. So the new cars, we have the Thunder Road. We've got a lot of really nice cars that we have right now. We have a great selection of cars. There couldn't be a better selection. We got the Thunder Road. This car right here is pretty awesome. This El Camino. That's another sweet looking car. You know, we've got some really nice, all the Thunder Road cars. We've got the Grand Sports. For some reason, I don't know why this assortment isn't selling faster than it should. Because this Grand Sport, all these cars, okay, are cars that have been in the Looney Tunes, but people have always demanded these cars separately. And you got the Chaparral, the GT40, the Grand Coupe, and the Grand Sport Corvette. All four of these cars are in that GT Icons. Okay, GT Icons. Now, I would argue to say that it's really because you know, I don't know why it is. You know, you know, I've been doing. Oh, you don't want to hear me. I've told this story so many times. It's probably, I'm tired of telling it. You know that? I'm tired of telling it. I'm tired of telling. I'm tired of talking about it. I'm tired of preaching. I'm tired of complaining. I've complained enough, you know. I've complained enough. I think that's why a lot of people hate me, is I complain too much. And that, you know, it's like they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear me. They don't want to hear me lecture. You know, I think that's what it is, really. Sandy Davison. Now, that's a lady that's a class. And let's see if I can get her on no, I can't. Sandy Davison. So, I used to live with the Davisons. I was forced to live in their basement. They tied me to a tree in the basement. They tied me to the basement floor in their house in Connecticut. I had to live in the basement. I wasn't good enough to live upstairs. I had to live downstairs in the basement. It was probably the funnest time of my life, actually. I had a really nice. Now, as long as it didn't flood, if their sub pump failed, then it would flood. But if their sub pump wouldn't flood, then that was a perfect place to live. It's the problem is when I went on patrol, okay, they didn't watch my my basement, and it would flood, and therefore all my stuff got ruined. And but I had a lot of fun down there. It was all in the 80 through 81, through 82 actually, and some of 83, I think. Because I moved out in 84, and I got married in 86. I took Stephen Weary and Reggie Jackson around the United States in 85. Whatever year the shooting was at the McDonald's in Los Angeles, that's when I took Reggie and Steve Weary around the United States. I drove them around the United States. No, it wasn't the riot. It was somebody went into McDonald's and shot the place. And I think it was in 85. It happened in Los Angeles the exact same time that we were in Los Angeles. And we were chased by gang members. Steven and Reggie and I were chased by gang members. And matter of fact, I tried to run them out, and then I pulled into this guy's driveway, and then they got out of their cars with baseball bats. And so I jumped in the car. I must have spun 90 miles an hour around some streets and everything and got away. That was scary. Oh boy, was I scared. That was the only time I've ever been scared in my life, when I was being chased by gang members. At a McDonald's, that's right. It was at a McDonald's, mass shooting at a McDonald's. And I think it was 85. It was 85. It had to be 85 because I took them around the country in 85 or 84. Hey Siri, when did the shooting at McDonald's happen in Los Angeles? When did the shootout happen at a McDonald's? 1984. So I did go around. I went around the United States in 84. 84. That's right, because I got married in 85. That's right, I got married in 85. Yeah, because we're 40 years old. Because it's 25. We've been married 40 years. That's right. So it was 84 that we went around the United States. That was the best trip I ever did with Steve and Reggie. A great trip, fun trip. I had my 1980 Ford Escort. I put 20,000 miles on it, or 10,000. I think I put 10,000 miles on it. To go backwards, turn the controller upside down. Let's see. People meeting your neighborhood. Don't remember. So they're tearing out. I'll show you real quick what they're doing. I'm putting an outside outlet. This is, that's the, we're putting an outside outlet here. We're putting an outside outlet. So I'm going to put a vending machine right here. I'm going to put a vending machine right from the kids. And so they tore down the, that was the alarm to the bank. Good grief, that must have been loud when that thing went off. Holy moly. And so we're going to put the outlet's going to come down here, and we're going to plug in, we're going to have an outlet here. See there, he's installing that right now, or part of it, I think. And because we're going to put, these are the sea containers. This is all the open room that I have. Look at all this open room. We're going to put an RC track right there.
Hey, Bryan, are you going to keep this wire too?
No, you can take that. Of course.
I've never seen anything like it, but I you wanted to keep that, and that was in the same pipe. I don't know if you want.
Yeah, I'll keep that. Okay. Yeah, roll that up for me. So that's what's going on here. We've got, we're going to be getting a vending machine. I'm going to fill it up with some, it's going to be some spending money for Kathy and I. For pop and chips and that kind of stuff. So we are going to, next week is Thanksgiving. So we got Black Friday coming up. We're going to have some great sales. Wire the alarm for when you sell the Gulf tanker. You're working towards that silver play button. We've sold a ton of guns this week. It's amazing how many cap guns we sell. It's quite amazing. just how much stuff that we sell. We're trying to get rid of all the toys. Fill it with Mexican Coke. And it's hard to put a bottle in them. You can't put many bottles in them. You need a special dispenser. You basically need the old bottle dispensers because they didn't really drop. They just kind of like, you would just open it up and you would put the money in it and it would allow you to open one compartment. You're the one who recommend the GK icons to Auto World. No, yes. And so Arbuckle loves to blame me for things, you know. He's got a photographic memory too. He can remember anything I've said from 6 months ago. Now, yes, I did recommend them doing the GT icons. I did. I told them that they needed to do because everybody loves these cars, okay? Everybody loves these Looney Tune cars, but they don't like, especially SC381. And this is what Arbuckle's not saying, is that everybody loves these cars. Okay, the fact of the matter is everybody loves these cars, but they hate the Space Jams. And I said, why don't you do them like this? Why don't you do them like this? I can't help it, you know, that all of a sudden they want these, but now they don't want to buy these. I think these are nice. They'll sell. I mean, that car is just, these two cars right here, these are just beautiful. These are beautiful looking. The icons, the chrome Corvette and the blue Corvette. Then this one here, I love this one. The green, the Shelby Daytona Coupe. I mean, I don't. Maybe nobody likes these cars. How many people like the 65 Shelby Cobra Daytona Coupe? How many don't like this car? You guys do not like this car? Is that what you're telling me? You don't like this car? Is that what you're saying? You don't like it? I mean, look at these. I mean, these are sweet looking cars. But I mean, I guess there's people that don't like these. I don't know. You know what's funny? Arbuckle, he loves to point out my mistakes. I find it so funny. I'm not saying every one of my ideas are perfect, but you know what? My track record is pretty darn good. .418, we could use more .418s. Dodge van. But the Hellcat and the Datsun pickup. Those are the only two that aren't really good sellers. And I don't know why the JDM Legends, this is a popular van or truck. The Datsun 620 pickup truck. Check out that car. So we shipped out probably about 500, no, about 300. We shipped out about 300 Gulf tankers. And you should be getting yours. We still have some available, not a lot. If you want to get a Gulf tanker, I would get them on order now because we are going to be opening them up pretty soon. Once we got all of them shipped out, we're going to be opening up to 12 packs. You're allowed to buy 12 at a time. And that's going to be up for sale here soon. After we get all of them shipped out. So everybody has got their Gulf tanker. And those will be available. You'll be able to buy those individually and that's a beautiful car. You know, I've done 46 exclusives, okay? And out of the 46, I think I've told you which are the dogs. Not necessarily the dogs, just are the slow sellers, which were these two. These are the two slowest sellers of all my exclusives. So I mean, if you kind of look and say, well, he only had two that were bad sellers. I mean, you know, nobody liked this for some reason. They didn't like the Bel Air heat. Okay, fine. I can't always pick a winner. You know, I can't always pick a winner. Okay, just like you can't always pick who's going to win a Super Bowl. Okay, you can be good at it, but you know, every one of these cars that I have here, all these exclusives, there's only 1,000 of them. You know. And if you think that's a lot, you know, that's, you know, have fun, you know. But everything here is what we have, and that's it. You know, it's like this one here. It's the Nomads, the Bel Air Nomad, blue Nomad. Okay. I can't go to the show. There's no way that we can make it to the show, unfortunately. Okay. There's no way that I can attend. There's no way that I can attend the the show in Parsippany. People got to see your product. Got to see your product. No, I totally agree. I totally agree. I just, there's just no way for us to do it. And the boys, Daniel's trying to get his house finished. Ryan, is not. He's never selling enough mattresses. I have found this out about Ryan. He's never selling enough mattresses. Okay. Never. It's always and the reason being is he literally opened, and after he opened, there were 10 mattress stores open within 2 years. 10 stores. Okay, open within 25 miles of him. I mean, there is an oversaturation of mattresses, and everybody is selling mattresses. Okay, Walmart. Or not Walmart, but McDonald's, you can go in there and get mattresses now. That's how prevalent mattresses are. Okay, what? Ship it.
I need to.
Just ship it.
All right.
What?
I need the car at the top, though.
What?
What? That one.
83.
Yes.
Just ship it. Ship it.
Yeah, sure.
Just ship it. There. Ship it.
Thank you. That's so kind of you.
What?
And then I need 2 cars from your bargain. Yes, that is it. And then the Gulf.
The Volkswagen. So Whirlpool 57 Bel Air. He wants to get by.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're in his way.
Oh,
He doesn't like he's claustrophobic.
claustrophobic.
Yes, he's very claustrophobic.
I see.
And he has gay tendencies.
Oh no, what are we gonna do about him?
He has gay tendencies.
What are we gonna do about him?
Well, you've got Bryan's bargains here. So those are 5 different cars.
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I got the GT40, the 55 Bel Air, the Mayflower.
That one, and then the Golf. Those are the 5 for this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this here, you need the Brock cars, 404.
I think those are at the very end at the top.
404.
Oh, there we go. Thank you.
Golf tanker. So, all I can say is this, we wish that, we wished you a Merry Christmas. We wished you a Merry Christmas. We wished you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Let me tell you this right now, okay? That Christmas is going to be here and gone before you can snap your finger. Thanksgiving is next weekend, okay? And we have 4 weeks in which to get rid of all this product in this store. So if you know somebody that wants to buy a bunch of toys at 40% on the 40 cents on the dollar, I've got plenty of toys. I'd like to get rid of it all at one big dump. If you want to buy a bunch of toys for Tots, for the Marines, give me a call. I'll put together a package and I'll even deliver it, okay? So now is the time. Now is the time. What's that song? Would love to see the Studebaker Golden Hark exclusive. Now that's a very interesting question. So you're saying that you would like to see a Studebaker Golden Hark edition. Well, the problem with that car is nobody likes this car. Nobody likes this car at all. It is the worst selling car of all time. Okay? Or the Avanti. So you want me to do the Avanti. Okay? And that car is a dog. Okay? If there is a car that's worse than the Avanti, it is the Studebaker. And why in the world would you make an Avanti and a Studebaker? Okay? And I had an Avanti, but I don't think we have it anymore. We have these Indy cars. We have the stock car, the Mustang, and the both the Mustang. Hummer. I don't have any more of the Avantis. It's not like they've done a lot of those cars. They haven't. They have not done a lot of those cars. Shelley Coupe, Ford Mustang SC414. Yeah, this is nice. On Call, Rapid Response. That's another awesome car. You know, it's really, you know, a lot of you guys, you know, our growth, and this is what's really awesome about what we're into, why I'm doing what I'm doing. The real growth in Protinkertoys.com is not our existing customers, believe it or not. They will continue to buy. Like, for example, let me give you an example, Adam Hurt. So Adam Hurt, when we first started and he started buying from us, his buying was like this, okay? And now his buying has kind of gone like this, and then it's gone completely down, okay? Now, that's not his fault. That's just he has reached a level in his collection that he doesn't want to buy every single car.
You need the top car.
So an Indy car.
Yes.
A silver Indy car. 413. Oh, that's for... Wait a minute. SC 413. Oh, we're over here. 413. Oh, can you ever not knock over cars, Bryan? Good grief. And you're so fat that when you bend over, it hurts. Unbelievable. Now, which one did he buy? Number one. Okay, number one. You got the Gulf tanker and you have the... Okay. So he bought 3 different cars. So the question is... The question you have to answer to yourself is like Arbuckle. So Arbuckle, I'm going to use 2 extremes. Arbuckle and Sandy Davison is watching. Okay, good. San Oliver. So the question, sells mattress. That's right. Ollie sells mattress. That's right, Arbuckle. Keep making more cookies, LOL. So Adam's purchases have not leveled off. They just come right back down. Okay, and so the only way we have growth, okay, is that our existing customers purchase more and we get new customers that just get into the hobby and start building their collection. Now, I had a problem with a customer yesterday because he's under a moratorium. He's not allowed to buy any more slot cars. His wife said he can't buy any more slot cars. So when we have those customers, those put a constraint. Okay, let's see. Hey, Dad, in your shed, you don't have a small piece of furniture to put things in. So you want something to put stuff in? Is that what you want?
Oh, I didn't see your hand. I didn't see your hand there.
Bryan's Bargain, Speed Racer Storm, and you need the chassis. Okay, so we'll get the Mach 2 81. So we just sold our third. We just sold our third Bryan's Bargain. Okay. Bryan's Bargain. We just sold our third. And our Bryan's Bargain, which you get a Speed Racer set, a Storm Chaser, and you get 4 chassis. Okay, so they're going to get 2 chassis, 2 extraction, 1 4 gear, and 1 extraction. So you get 4 chassis plus you get the Speed Racer set and the Storm Chaser set. Yes, I have one of those. I'll let you have it this afternoon. Okay. So we need a Speed Racer. We need a Speed Racer and a Racing Champion set. Or no, a Speed Racer and a Storm Chaser set. You understand what I'm saying? We sold 2 of these on.
Hello.
What are you doing?
Getting some controllers for this.
So, I've got some great Bryan's Bargains tomorrow. So you don't want to miss my Bryan's Bargains tomorrow. I'm going to have some really special deals tomorrow. Let's see if Sandy Davison is available. Bring her on the live stream. Let's see here. Bring them on the video. Let's see here. Let's see if I can send a request. I can't open a bra at this time, so I can't get. Now, who is Shane Oliver? Let's ask who Shane Oliver is. Okay, so Shane Oliver on Facebook is joining our live stream. So we're going to find out who Shane Oliver is, okay? So as Shane Oliver is finding out if he wants to talk to me, first of all. And we're going to wait to see if Shane Oliver is going to come on to the live stream. I'm going to promote the Gulf tanker to Shane Oliver. And we'll see if Shane Oliver wants to come on to the live stream. And he's adding on the Facebook. We still don't have Shane Oliver coming on board. And we'll see if he wants to see the Gulf tanker. We'll do a personal invitation, okay? So if you go to Facebook, you can actually join my live stream on Facebook, just so you guys know. And everybody is giving thumbs up. We're waiting for Shane Oliver to... I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, my gosh. Does anybody want to buy... does anybody want to eat cookie dough? Okay, I don't have any. It's all been eaten by Frankie. Vic Rodriguez, Bryan just received yesterday extra chassis sets. Looks fantastic. It's great. Any deals today? Any deals today? Yes, there is called the Bryan's Bargain. We have 4 Bryan's Bargains up right now. Actually, so so Adam Hurt. So Adam Hurt, he is watching the live stream. So Shane Oliver doesn't want to go on the live stream, and we'll send the request to Adam Hurt and see if Adam Hurt wants, because Adam Hurt. Let's see if Adam Hurt wants to go. Guest declined live. So Adam Hurt has declined the request to go live. So we'll try it again. We'll see if he wants to come on the live stream. He does not want to come on the live stream. Adam Hurt doesn't. He does not want to nobody wants to come on my live stream today. Now tomorrow we are going to have some Bryan's Bargains, okay? And you want to get your Golf tanker today, okay? Because they're almost sold out. We're almost sold out. We are running low on Golf tankers, okay? And so you want to make sure you get your Golf tanker today, okay? You don't want to miss it out. You don't want to miss out. You want to get your Golf tanker today, okay? And it's important that you get your Golf tanker now, okay? King 77703. Sorry, I was on the Dave Kennedy slot car new live stream when you called. I get it. Oh, that's funny. That's funny, Adam. Oh my gosh. He is going to get himself in so much trouble one of these days. Adam Hurt is. He is going to be banned like another person is banned. You know? Just don't think that you are this immune for being banned, okay? Unbelievable. The Avantis sold out because they're in demand. Well, there's only been one Avanti, okay? And the only time we sell Avantis is when we put them on for sale. So they're not the greatest car to do. Let me put it that way, the Avanti. You just don't have, I'm trying to think where the Avanti came out. It came out a while ago. Suburban. That's the Studebaker. The last time they did an Avanti was in 2003. 2002.
2002.
I don't even remember when they did. I know it was a long time ago. They've only done one. And it's not like, it's not like we sold out. It took us 2 years to sell them. So you can't tell me that the Avanti is a popular car when it took me 2 years to sell all that I had. So it's you know what I would wish somebody would do? And is to put if they want to buy 1,000 cars and see how well they sell, just order 1,000 cars. I will put the order together. I will take a commission of $1 per car, okay? And if you guys want to buy 1,000 of a car, then just let me know. Give me the deco, give me the 10%. I will give you the price of the car, and we will put the order together for you. SC367.
These are 60 ohm controllers, right?
Yeah, those are it.
No.
Yeah, 67. We only have one car of the 67 left, and that is the sand van. That's all we have is the sand van. And you know what people do with the sand van? You know what they do with the sand van? I'll show you what they do with the sand van. They get the sand van. They buy the sand van. This is the sand van, okay? And the first thing they do is the first thing they do with the sand van is they do this. They take the dumb roof off it. And that's all they have to do in every single one of the convertibles. The sand van. That's what they do. That's what they take off. They take off the roof, every one of them. Now they have just a nice van. Low profile. That's what they do. That's what they do. Get out the nutcracker out. Get your nutcracker out. Dune buggy, that's what it is. Auto World should make it as a dune buggy from the get-go. I know they should. Yes, they should. Okay? But you know what? You can only tell them so much. I've told them so much. I've told them so much. It's absolutely amazing. I don't know what else to tell them. I can't tell them more things to do, okay? They don't want to listen to me. They don't want to listen to me, okay? So what do you do? What do you do? Well, that's a good question. What do you do? You just keep on going on what you're doing. Okay? You just keep on going what you're doing. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just, see, that's what the van should look like. Nobody likes that sand van. Nobody likes it. Worst thing ever. So I can't add anybody to my Facebook site. Nobody wants to join me. You are correct about the driverless Mach 5. I'm always right. I'm not always right. You know what? You know, if I didn't have such a great track record, I would say yes, Bryan. I'm not going to believe you. Which I've said, many times. If I was the last person fired at every job that I've been at, or if I was no, I'm sorry, that's the wrong way to put it. If I was the first person fired at every one of the companies that went out of business, I know that doesn't sound too good, out of business, but it wasn't my fault that they went out of business. But if I was the first one of all 4 companies that I was at, if I was the first one fired, then I would say, yes, Bryan, you're a loser and you need to do something else. You need to do something else, Bryan, because you keep getting fired and you're the first one fired. But that's not what happened. I was the last person left. I was the last person fired. Matter of fact, at one company, they wanted to hire me back. So if I'm the last person fired at every job that I've been at, wouldn't that kind of speak for my character? I'm just being honest. I could be I could be pompous if I wanted to right now. I just, I'm 66. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of proving, and I'm here. I'm doing it again. I'm sure you guys hate me talking about this. Okay. Keep on trucking, Bryan. And so it's like, if I was the last one fired by every company that I was at, and all of a sudden another company hires me, I would think to myself, well, now, why was he the last one fired? Well, because number one, he knows what he's doing. He's very good at sales. He's very good at sales. Is he perfect at sales? No, no one is perfect at sales. Everybody that's in sales has made mistakes. It's a crap shot sometimes. Sometimes you hit a good one and sometimes you don't. But I'll tell you this right now. I'll be very honest with you right now. I have hit it more on target than I've not hit it on target. Okay? Let's put it that way. I've hit it more on target than I've hit off target. And that means picking a winner. Okay? 4 minutes, Adam. If you're the last person fired, it means you're the lowest paid. No, actually, I got a bonus every time. When I left at Protinkertoys, I was the last one fired, okay? And I got a $10,000 bonus. Matter of fact, I had sold $270,000 worth of AFF or of compact sets to Woot. And so I had about 220,000 in our checking account in the Protinkertoys North America checking account. And Jordy was the last person. There were 2 of us left at Protinkertoys North America. And he goes, transfer 200,000 and you keep the rest. Okay. Okay, great. Thanks. That was in 2012. And then with Aduca, I was the last person at Aduca. Another Geordie, because there's a lot of Geordies in Spain, he flew all the way to the United States to give me my final check. It was like a $4,000 check. And he told me I had about $5,000 worth of CX stuff left. Sets, cars, track, accessories. He said, just keep all the stuff you have. That's a bonus. So I kept all the other, I'm still selling some of the, I have some of the guide pins still, stuff. You want to be the middle person fired. Well, not if you're in sales, you don't. Because you're basically making money on every sale that's at the end of the run. And so that's what I was doing. It's like with Irwin Toy, I was fired, but then they wanted me to do Toy Fair. And Grant Irwin called me and goes, hey, Bryan, I need you to do Toy Fair. Can you do Toy Fair for, well, I don't know. What do you want me? Because he said to me, I said, well, how much do you want to pay me? He says, name your, he said, and I quote him, I quote Grant Irwin. He said, name your price. And I did, $5,000 for 2 days worth or 3 days worth of work. I said, 5,000. You fly me to New York. And that's when I took my daughter Kimberly. Last show we ever did. That was the last show I did with my daughter Kimberly. And she passed away in 2009. Worst day of my life. Worst day of my life. Oh my gosh, donut time. It's donut time. It's donut time. It's donut time with Bryan. It's donut time. It's donut time. It's donut time with Bryan. With Bryan. It's donut time with Bryan. It's donut time with Bryan. It's donut time with Bryan. Bryan's donut time. Now, everybody wonders, how many sweets do I really eat on an average day? So, I get up every morning at about 7 to 7:20. Every morning I get up. And I have my Arbuckle breakfast every morning. I have one egg, three slices of bacon, and a glass of ice water. And I have that every morning, Monday through Friday. On Saturday, I do a special breakfast for my daughter-in-law. If she comes down, I make pancakes, I make hash browns. I just go all out, okay? And so I'm just going to give you my average consumption of food yesterday. So just so you guys have an idea of what I eat all day, okay? So I had my breakfast yesterday, and then I had my 2 packages of donuts. All right, let's give it frozen. Ready? Ready for frozen? Oh, almost. Almost. Oh, it is ice. It's ice. We have ice. We have ice. Oh, look at all the ice. Oh, we have ice. We have ice. Look at that frozen. Look. Oh, yeah, it's all ice. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Okay, so then Bryan's donut is his Arbuckle breakfast. No, here's what I used to do with my breakfast, okay? I used to have a slice of toast. I used to have some, bananas, a glass of orange juice. Now I just have 3 slices of bacon, an egg, and lots of pepper on it. I love pepper. And, wow. Oh, look at all that ice. Look at all that ice. Check out the ice in there. See all that ice? Oh, yeah. There's nothing better than a good donut, a micro donut. Just so everybody knows, all these donuts equal up to 1 donut. Okay, just so everybody knows. And I'm not eating 6 large donuts. I'm eating small donuts. Donut. 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 What is that? Donut. Oh, boy. Mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh boy. Good, darn it. Oh. Oh. So, today is sponsored by the Gulf Tanker. If you don't own one of these Gulf Tankers, Arbuckle's package right now is probably, let's see, where do you think Arbuckle's box is? Let's see, find out where Arbuckle is. So Arbuckle's package was picked up, and let's go see here. Let's see where Arbuckle's package is right now. All right, let's find out where Arbuckle's package at. Right, it's going to be delivered Tuesday, November 25th. Right now, it is located in Hodgkins, Illinois. Okay? Right now, it's in Illinois right now. Okay? So his package is right now in Illinois. He's going to get his package on Tuesday, the 25th. He thought he was going to get it after Thanksgiving. He's getting it before. I did want to tell you something. I did get a phone call from Arbuckle's son, okay? So, I got a phone call from Arbuckle's son.
We just got to run to the shop for a break.
I know, yeah.
We'll be back in like 40.
Yeah, that's fine. You're okay. Yeah, cool boy. So I got a phone call from Arbuckle's son. For some reason, Arbuckle, or Mr. Charles, his son found out about how I talk about him a lot. Or we communicate a lot. Arbuckle. Which son? I'm not telling you. And his son said to me, now my dad is exactly the way you portray him on the live stream. I just wanted to let you know that. And I said, well, I wouldn't portray him any other way than I talked to him on the phone and the way he talks on the live stream. Okay? He said he's exactly the way the live stream is. Okay? That's who my dad is. And I said, I know. And he said that whenever we're around him, he's always talking about this guy on the internet. This Protinker guy. And so I had to find out who this guy is, and so I did some research. And I found who you were. And you have this toy store. And was this one of those Bob Newhart calls? No, it wasn't. It wasn't a Bob Newhart call, Charles. I was surprised when I got the phone call. I get the phone call. I go, hello, Bryan Young, Protinkertoys.com. He goes, hello, is this Bryan Young? I go, yes, yes. Well, do you know a guy by the name of blank, Charles blank? I go, yeah, why? He goes, he's a great customer of mine. He goes, well, he's my dad. I go, really? He's your dad? I go, yes, he's always talking about you. How could he be talking to me? Okay, he goes, well, he's always talking about this. He's always talking about this toy store. He's always talking about this guy on this toy store that just, he just never stops talking about. Okay, I said, really? And I said, well, that's nice of him. And well, I'm one of his sons, and I just wanted to let you know that I've watched some of your videos. He's exactly the way you represent him on the live stream. I said, well, I appreciate that because, let's see, here we go. Well, I got you on this one, ha ha ha. I don't have any sons. Well, how do we know you don't have any sons, Arbuckle? Yeah, I don't think Arbuckle has ever been married. I have a slight hint that I don't think Arbuckle has ever been married. He's my age. He's 67. He graduated a year ahead I did. See, I was held back 1 year because my dyslexia. So I graduated in 78. I think he graduated in 77 or 76. He graduated a year before I did, I think. So we're kind of the same age. So I think that's why we kind of have a rapport. Because we're the same age group. You know, we kind of grew up in the same time frame, you know, especially in the 70s. I mean, if you were born in this, if you were raised, or if you grew up in from 1970 to 1978, you lived in a great time. Okay, now it wasn't the greatest time, you know. You had the gas shortages in 71 and 72 and 73. I don't remember them because Mac, my stepdad, he was a rural carrier route with the postal system, so we never had any problems with gas. And then in the late 70s, that kind of all went away. Of course, your car industry was collapsing in the late 70s, but 70s was just one of those. They were just a fun time. We were in like a transition, you know. The 70s was, and it was a lot of fun time. Bryan, do you have your own Protinkertoys cronies shirt yet? No, I do not have a cronies shirt yet, okay? Oh, my Elvis died. Yeah, 76, Elvis died. Don't tell my wife that. What? That you're not married? Well, I thought you weren't married, Arbuckle. I've been asking you that for almost 2 years if you're married. You must have daughters then. When did Evel Knievel in the 70s when had Evel Knievel? That's all you needed. Yeah. We had Evel Knievel, gas lines. I remember getting gas when I was in the Navy in 1980. No, it was 79. I was stationed in Norfolk, Virginia, and I had a JCPenney's card. And I would go to JCPenney's to fill up my card all the time. And I remember getting gas in 1979 in Norfolk, Virginia for 69 cents a gallon. 69 cents a gallon, 79. That was during the election. And then in 1980, you know, it was pretty much the same. Ethan Snyder, he wants a job with us so bad. We we had odd and even plates. Yep. I had license plates odd, even. Bruce Lee, Evil Knievel, and Elvis. Bruce Lee. Did you tell David if he did not put on his cologne, you would give him a raise? David. You know, Bryan, do you have your Protinker? No, I don't have my crony shirt. I'm not going to wear that crony shirt. Still batting 1,000, Hickson. C. Hickson, still batting. Don't tell my wife that. Well, we got this. You know, I had a guy call me yesterday. You guys all know him. I'm not going to tell you his name because I don't want to embarrass him. But anyways, he was saying that he bought these Gulf tankers, but he wanted to pay through PayPal, but he didn't. It went through the credit card. Well, he didn't want his wife to know about the purchases, which I've let go. Let's go visit Frankie. Summer of '86, I think, was gas dropped to 68 cents a gallon. Well, I went around the United States with my, my Ford Escort, my 1980 Ford Escort, I drove that around the United States, and I got my highest gasoline on that car was about 45 miles a gallon. 45 miles an hour, 45 miles a gallon was my best gas mileage. It didn't have cruise control. That was the worst thing, cruise control. I had to prop my foot just right for cruise control. It had roll down windows. It didn't have anything in it. There was no cell phones, no nothing. It was just a car. 1980 Ford Escort. Boy, those were the days. 1980 Ford Escort. Those were the days. Yep. Man, 1980 to 1984. Seems like it was yesterday. I got my ultralight in 1980. I almost killed myself in that thing. Had a lot of fun though. There's one thing I'm always grateful is how much fun I had as in life. I've just had so much fun in life. It's really quite amazing how much fun I've had in life. And I wouldn't take anything back. The only thing that I would take back is the death of my two children. That's the only thing that I would take back. Other than that, I wouldn't take anything back. Nothing. I wouldn't want to. Sounds like a Yugo. It was a Yugo. It was a terrible car. No, it wasn't a terrible car. You know, it was a car that was affordable. And that's the problem with our car companies nowadays. They don't make an average car for the average American. You know, just a nice, cheap, reliable vehicle. And the Ford Escort, you know, it was $9,999. That's what I paid for it in 1980. And then in 2005, I bought a brand new of Chevy Aveo for $9,999. I bought a blue one. And it was almost paid off, and then Daniel rolls it into the ditch and ruins it. Perfect condition, though. The vehicle was in good shape. It just he rolled the car. The body had all been bent out of shape, so I had to trash it. Brand new car, brand new. I had just made the last payment on it, and he rolls it into the ditch. You go. Very sad. Yes, it is. Too many toys on cars that you really need. How many successful flights did you have with the ultralight? That's a good question. So I had, how many successful flights? Well, so I had one flight that I rode, just flew around, and I landed. And then I took the airplane up to near Hartford. A guy had a airfield there, and he would train people. And so I went there for the weekend, and I flew my airplane. He was training me on how to fly. Okay. And so he was training me like flying around in squares. I would just fly around in squares. I'd learn to take off. He would teach me about the different climate, or how that you could have a field area here, which the wind would, or the temperature would be different. And then if you'd fly over the trees, you might hit another pocket of air, which would affect the flight of the airplane. And so that was one time. And then the day that I crashed, I was flying. I had flown and landed and flown and landed about 3 or 4 times that day. I was just up all day. I was literally flying. I flew nearly 40 miles in the around my church, and then I landed at this airfield about 20 miles away. And then I took off and I hit that tree and I crashed right on the road. That's why you good at flying drones, Brian. Sounds like you need more hours. I needed more hours. I did. I could have used a little bit more. You know what it is? Flying an airplane is like, it's not that difficult flying an airplane. Okay. They make it out to be like, for example, I could be in a jet right now, and let's say all the pilots died, okay, and there was nobody to fly that jet. I would raise my hand and say, yes, I've flown a plane, I did crash it, but I do know how to fly. Now, does anybody else know how to fly? Okay, that I would say, yes, I know how to fly. I know how to take control. If somebody got on the phone with me and said, hey, Brian, we need you to do this, I would listen and, okay, pull it back a little bit. It's the concept of flight is not complicated, okay? It really isn't. I mean, all these barnstormers, all these, what do you call them? That did all these aerobats, the early flight of airplanes. Teddy Roosevelt, the president of the United States, got into one of Orville Wilbur's airplanes and flew around for the day. It's not a complicated thing. Now, there are aspects of flight that you have to understand, because you can have a stall, but to get out of a stall is very easy. Okay, you want to get the airplane back into where the airplane, that you have a flow of air over the wing, and a stall is you're stuck. You're not really doing anything, and so you really want to get her down so you can get momentum and get it into a flight pattern. So the answer is 3 times. Yeah, about 3 times, 3 or 4 times. It was an ultralight, American ultralight. If you get online, you can go and you can see American ultralight aircraft. American Ultralight Corporation. There it is, right there. That's the one I had right there. That's what I had right here. Here's the airplane that I had right here. You guys ready for the airplane I had? That's the airplane that I crashed in. That's the airplane I had right there. The engine was in my back. That's it right there. That was the airplane I had. American Ultralight. Company went out of business. Boy, I tell you, this is... Oh, that's it. That's what I had right there. There it is right there. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. That's it right here, guys. This is it right here. This is the airplane I had when I was in the Navy. That's it right there. Unbelievable. I had that in 1980. 45 years ago. That's what I had right there. Okay, so that's a very good question. All right, so the guy just said, he says, if flying wasn't that difficult, why did you crash? Very good question. I like when somebody comes up with a good question, okay? So the day that I was flying was windy, okay? And I took off, the wind behind me, it just got me in the air. An ultralight was a very odd airplane. It literally, once you gunned it, you just popped in the air. You were, once I took off, I was 20 or 30 feet in the air, okay? Now, he had taught me some basic things about flying. The one thing that I did not have enough knowledge on was how to take off and land correctly in the right climate. For example, you don't want to take off in a crosswind because that's going to tip your air wing, your wing. You want to take off with the wind behind you, okay, to help push your airplane into the air, or the wind coming at you. Now, if it's coming at you, it's a little, you're slowing down a little bit. But, and so what happened was the airplane was set, the little air, yeah. Hello.
Yeah, this is Sarah with Allstate. How are you?
I'm very good. How are you doing today? Hello there. Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? Very good. Yes. Hello. No English? No English? Unbelievable. So when I took off, okay, so the little airport that I took off from was a guy that basically took a field and he basically made different an airport, and he would mow the yards in different directions. So if the wind was blowing north to northeast or whatever direction, you would take off in that on that air. Well, I didn't understand it. I didn't have enough head knowledge to know that. And I should have taken the airplane around the corner and come up the different direction, and then I would have taken it. But what happened was I took off, the wing had clipped, or the wind was moving my airplane, and I was coming up to a tree, and I hit the tree, and I went right down into the... Now, I had gotten my airplane all fixed, okay, because it crashed in the street, and I was able to get it repaired. There's one thing that I could not get fixed. That was my propeller and the motor. It was not, I did not feel that it was fixed, and therefore I gave up on it. And I'd stored the airplane in this hangar up in near Hartford, and when I went to go get it, I found out the guy stole it, and then I was out of the airplane. So I was kind of... Now, I've always wanted to buy another ultralight. Don't get me wrong, I would do it right now. I would buy an ultralight. But, matter of fact, I've thought that several times, is to buy an ultralight. You're qualified to fly kites. What the donuts saved. The pilot. Oh, what happened? Oh, it happened. Hi, Rob. How are you doing? Well, it depends on the weather. It helps you to get the air over the wing. That's right. It's like a big kite. It is a big kite. It's called American Ultralight. They didn't last very long. They did not last very long. But I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. Lot of fun. That's why when people ask me, you know, have you done a lot of things? Have you done most of what you've wanted to do? I've done everything I've wanted to do in life. Okay. The only thing that I have not fulfilled, the only thing in my life that I have not, I've ran for office, I ran for mayor, but I didn't win. I would like to run for either Senate or Congress before I die. I would love to do that. Just to mess things up in Congress, because somebody has to go there and just, screw things up, because our politicians have no idea what they're doing. Derek, let's see. Hey, you better stay in the toy store toy store. It like 2K. You better stay in the toy store. It likes 2K, whatever that means. Why did you buy the business? Why did it was an ultralight company, and I think they were having some financial problems, and it went bankrupt. No, there's a lot of ultralight companies. Now, there are probably about 5 or 6 ultralight companies. You fly at your own risk. That's the problem with flight, is that people think, well, the government owes you. No, they don't owe you anything. If you want to get in an airplane and fly, okay, then you're flying on your own risk. Now, does the company that you get into your airplane, do they need to make sure that the airplane that you are flying is safe? Yes. You can't have it with cheap products. The airplane needs to do what it says it will do. It will stay in the air. The engine will continue on. Nothing will break, other than normal wear and tear, which you need to do maintenance on. But every time you fly an airplane, you have to do a walk around. You walk around and look at every part of the airplane to make sure we're airworthy. Now, that's just government. Government has come in and said, okay, here are some prerequisites for the for flying, and that's just what you have to do. So that's it about the airplane. Everything needs to see Bryan fly. He has one crash into the wall, crashed into a tree, crashed into the roof, and crashed into the vault. Yeah, why don't you do videos on those, Adam? Just me crashing an airplane, everything. Just have me dying, Adam, in a different way, okay? Unbelievable. That guy is just crazy. I tell you, that guy's got some serious...
Pretty cool, huh? Check it out.
So that is the story of Bryan's airplane history. I hope everybody enjoyed that little history. We got our Gulf tanker. Tomorrow we've got some. I've got to make sure. I've got to get the shed all cleaned out for the auction tonight. I sent you pictures of all the cars that are going to be in the auction tonight. And we've got a good collection of cars that's going to go up for auction tonight. Plus, we're going to auction up about 5 of the Love's NASCAR sets. And also, I've got some, this is a big item. We've also going to auction off some, what was I going to auction off? Think, Bryan, think. Oh, yes. I found a case of Tyco cars, and we're gonna offer 5 packs. So you're gonna get 5 Tyco 440 chassis with the bodies. So you're gonna be able to bid on those. Those bids are gonna start at $10. And so we're gonna try to sell a whole case of chassis, okay? And so that's gonna be another good item we're adding to the auction. So you know what? I got a new clock for the auction tonight. It's like a little round clock that sits right next to the car. So that's going to be better for the auctions. So you can see the timer right in front of the car or whatever we're putting on sale. And a slot car track in every garage. Yes, you need to have a slot car track in every garage. Kevin W., less chaos. That's right, less chaos. I will send your invoice to you, Kevin. I think I already sent your invoice, Kevin. The hand throttles are going to go in with the 2 Gulf tankers. Just pay that invoice, and we will ship that out to you, okay? There, Adam, or Kevin W. I'm pretty sure that I sent that to you. So Kevin W. Oh no, here comes Washington. Here comes Kevin W. Yes, Kevin W.
Hey, Bryan.
Yes, this is Bryan. Yes, yes, I am Bryan. Yes.
Hey, I already paid for those tankers back in September.
So it's not that so I messed that up. See, I didn't know that you had already, so you wanted, shoot. Hold on.
You already, yeah, it's okay.
Hold on. All right, so Kevin Wood, so this needs to be deleted. I think we already shipped your Gulf tankers.
You shipped them yesterday, it looks like.
Yeah, but I don't know if the hand throttles got shipped with them.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. So I've got to ship those out. All right. I just got to delete. All right, I messed this all up. I got to change it. Ah, shoot. Always making mistakes.
That's all right.
All right, we'll fix that. We'll get those hand throttles out today then.
Okay, thanks a lot, Bryan.
Yep.
Looking
All right.
forward to seeing the tankers.
Yes, the tanker is coming soon.
Yeah, it looks like it'll be here on Monday. I'll be able to race it on Tuesday.
Yes, it is. Yes, well, yeah, in Washington, yes, it takes 5 days.
Yep.
All right, well, hey, thank you very much, Kevin W.
I'll talk to you later, Bryan.
Yeah, bye. All right, so that's Kevin W. We just messed that up. Boy, I just keep messing things up. So we've got Kevin W. We just sold 2 Hot Wheels or Big Wheels.
We sold 3
I know, I don't understand it.
in the last
and they won't let me reorder them. Hot Wheels. Or not Big Wheels, Big Wheels. Big Wheel, Big Wheel. So they got to get shipped. They got to get shipped. So tomorrow is going to be a very unique day. You don't want to miss tomorrow. All I can say is you don't want to miss tomorrow. I'm putting some things. I've got some creative things in my head that I want to do, and so I'm going to be doing some creative retailing tomorrow. So you don't want to miss out tomorrow, because I'm going to be putting some Bryan's bargains. They're called Bryan's bargains. I love a bargain. You know that. And we're going to do some Bryan's bargains across the store. We're going to put like 5 or 6 items together, and then we're going to have a mystery item. You're going to get a mystery item inside the box. We're going to have a mystery box, okay? And in it is going to be $100 worth of toys, $50 in toys. And so they're all going to be random. You know, you don't know what you're going to get, but you're going to get a bunch of stuff, you know, and so we want to get that stuff. We're going to be doing that tomorrow, but tomorrow we're just going to start with we're going to have some fun packages together, okay? And we want people, make sure you're watching tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a very important day tomorrow, okay? You don't want to miss tomorrow. There'll be another vending day working tonight. Yeah, the vending machine working tonight. Brought a tanker last night from you. Thank you very much for buying a golf tanker. Everybody needs to have a golf tanker on order, okay? It's very important that everybody has a golf tanker, okay? It's important that you understand why you need a golf tanker. And you have to understand why that you have to have a golf tanker. So let's go bother Nate. Let's fly our little drone into his little fat face. All right, how about my little drone man? I don't think Nate likes this guy. He's paranoid about this guy. So let's see if we can fly this up his butt. Let's bother him. All these are available at Protinkertoys.com, you know. All this stuff is available at the toy store. So if you want to get a fun little toy, All right, so they're supposed to be working on the house today, getting the house done. So let's hope that Daniel has got some stuff done at the house to show me that he's got some stuff done. That's what I'm hoping for.
That was the course right there. You see that? I assumed position and it went down.
Such a loser. So, we've got a lot of toy items for sale. Everything is on sale, okay, guys? You want to go to the website and you want to get whatever you can. Hey, Mayor in Routerville. Yeah, Gale Force Raceway is doing this. I'm very disappointed in him. I could not be more disappointed in one man than in Gale Force Raceway, the mayor, okay? I cannot be more disappointed, okay, in the mayor, okay? And what he is doing to his original layout is really criminal. You know, if you could really nail it down into a criminal act, what he did to his original layout is criminal, okay? And it's really sad, you know, these purists think that they have to race on a track that is absolutely sterile. It's like, you know, going into an operating room that's completely sterile, okay? Anyway, I'm just kidding. Well, we had a fun show today. Let's see, back at work. Assad is back at work. I agree, Brian. Thank you very much, Steve. At least Steve agrees with me, okay? All these purists that want to race a track that I don't know it's racing. Yes, you don't know it's racing. You just think you're on a sterile track. Unbelievable. Kevin W. I will live on in the world of YouTube. It will live on in the world of YouTube. That's right. Don't forget to get your Golf tanker on order. This is the most popular car on the market right now. This car right here. This tanker right here is the most popular slot car right now in the world, okay? Matter of fact, it's so popular, I'm going to do another video on YouTube. So we're going to do a short here. So this is another short, and I'm Bryan Young. That's Bryan Young with a Y, and I'm the owner of Protinkertoys.com. And this is our Golf tanker. This is a slot car. This is the latest. This just hit the shelves on Friday, and we've shipped over 575 units, okay? And you want to get yours on order before they're sold out. This is basically a flamethrower Auto World chassis, okay? And this is just a beautiful Golf tanker. Item number CP8245. This thing is absolute beauty on six, on what is it, eight, 2, 4, 6, 8 wheels. No, 2, 4, 6, 10 wheels. Look at this thing. It's a Gulf tanker. It even has lights. It's called a flamethrower. And this thing is available right now to ship to you. This is a slot car. Check this out. It goes on a track. You can drive it around. You can pretend that you're your own semi driver. And this is available right now at Protinkertoys.com. Nowhere else but my website, Protinkertoys.com. Well, actually, there is one more place. But he's going to be selling his and promoting his. But I have the majority of them, 900 of them. And you can get yours right now on our website, okay? And you want to get them right now because they are selling fast. There's only what, 300 left, Daniel? Right, Daniel? About 300? Get them right now. So this is another short, and I'm Bryan Young. That's Bryan, and I'm. On Friday, and we've shipped over 575 units, okay? So that's another short. No expense spared. That's right, no expense spared. Spared. Someone say the best ever. The best ever. Black, click, clack, click, clack, click, clack, 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 clack. CP8245. Brand new exclusive Peterbilt model 359 truck and gasoline tanker slot car. All right, so we just unloaded another video about the Gulf tanker, okay? Everybody loves the Gulf tanker. It is the most popular car right now, the Gulf tanker. By far of history. By far of history now, today. Now, tonight at 6 o'clock, we're going to start the auction exactly at 6, okay? So I've got to get the whole shed cleaned up today. I've got to get I've got to organize all the race sets underneath the table.
Hey, did you do an order for someone that wanted a scope on a
Yes.
rifle? Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, that was shipped yesterday.
Right.
What are you doing here, Sarah? Why are you here today? Are you supposed to be here, Sarah? This is another short, and I'm Bryan. I can't believe it's 12 o'clock already. You know, it's funny how fast the days go. You know, you'd think I started at 9:30. I started the show exactly 9:30, 9:35, okay? And you would think that it would, you know, the show would go slow, you know, it would, you know, just, you know, move along. But the problem is, and then sometimes I think the show is boring or that I'm not doing enough to make you entertained. And then I find out that it's not only entertaining, but it's moving very fast. And then people go, oh, you mean the show's over? Yeah, it's over already. We've already done 2.5 hours of live stream, okay? That's what's so funny is that I've done a 2.5 hour live stream. My battery is at 19%. All right, and my battery's gonna be shutting down any minute. It shuts down exactly at 12 o'clock. I swear it shuts down at 12 o'clock. So we want to say goodbye on Facebook. I just can't believe how fast the time has flown. I really can't. It is amazing. It is quite amazing. I just think how awesome it is, that I could do a 2-hour live stream and it's already over. That's what I find funny, is that I could do a 2-hour live stream and it's done. And I did a 2.5-hour live stream. It's not that I did 2 hours. I did 2.5-hour live stream. I got to take the van up to Bowling Green. I got to get a couple things, and then I'm going to and then I got to go back down to the shed, clean it out, get it organized for the show tonight. Don't forget, we got an auction tonight. I've got a new clock that will show the time. It's a little tiny clock about this big. It's going to sit right next to the auction, so you'll know exactly what time it is. And we're going to be doing that. And then I've got a lot of stuff. Don't miss the auction tonight. Okay, we got 2 people that didn't pay for the auction. Those people will be visited by FBI later on. Time for me to work on the track. Yes, time for you to work on the track. We want to thank everybody for watching the live stream. Again, thank you for watching the live stream, enjoying our show. Don't forget all the Bryan's Bargains. Check out all the specials that are going on right now. We have all sorts of specials. And we have all sorts of awesome things available here at the store. A lot of toys on sale. We're going to have a lot more toys on sale tomorrow. And you don't want to miss out tomorrow's show, because we're going to do some Bryan's Bargains. We're going to set some Bryan's Bargains up tomorrow. And I've got to get all my iPads plugged in and charging. Want to thank everybody for showing up. Get both these iPads out. I got to charge all 3 iPads. This iPad, though, it seems like it's going down faster. Wow. But we're at 139, and we got 1 minute left. We got 23 seconds, and there'll be 140 minutes. 140 minutes.